Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to give you an update on the 3 different tomato trellising methods that we use this year in our garden in North Carolina, Zone 8A. So the first one I want to talk about is our Florida weave method. I found that because I use these wooden stakes with the twine, it wasn't very supportive. Every time it would rain, the twine would give and stretch, and then the weight of the foliage as well as the weight of the fruit would make the whole thing kind of collapse. And so that's what we're dealing with back here. This is my first time doing Florida weave. If I choose to do it again, I would use posts instead. Excuse me. I would use T-posts instead of these wooden stakes. So that's that. These triangular pre-made cages that I got from a big box store, they actually work pretty well for these determinate tomatoes. They are getting a little top heavy here, as you can see. They're kind of falling over, but in general, I think those worked a lot better than I expected them to. I did plant my tomatoes a little on the close side, so there's that. But I think I would use those again, actually. And that, to me, was the biggest surprise of the 3 trellising methods. Got another example here of the Florida weave that kind of is collapsing on itself, as you can see with that wooden post right there. And the tomatoes have decided that they don't want to be held up by the Florida weave, and that they're going to use the cattle panel along with the cucumbers, and I've stopped fighting them. So there's that. Now down here in our cherry tomato area where we used the T-posts, you can see that they're all right. They got a little pushed around from some rain, so I probably could have pounded them in a little bit more, and they're requiring more work than I thought they would, maybe because I gave a little bit more spacing to my cherry tomatoes this year. They're growing to the space that they have, and they're becoming wild. So I'm having to do a little bit more work with these guys. As you can see, they're no longer straight and orderly like they were when I first put them up. But they're still functional, and I would definitely still use this method again. I just need to stay on top of my pruning a little bit better, but that seems to always be the case every year. You always think, I'm going to do better next year, and every year you're like, man. So anyway, that is the update on our tomato trellising methods for summer 2021. Happy gardening.